So first up, we saw the Atlanta Dream narrowly take down the Washington Mystics. The final score of that game was 92 Atlanta, 91 DC. And I gotta say, guys, the Mystics continue to be a fun team to watch. Now, are they a little bit not consistent? Yes, right? Yes. There are some games where Shakira Austin really shows up to play and she is looking fantastic. And there are some games where she is not looking fantastic. But in that game against Atlanta, y'all, Shakira Austin and Sonia Citron was absolutely doing their thing. Shakira Austin had a double-double in this one, 28 points, 10 rebounds. And Sonia Citron had like 17 points. Like, she was very, very, very good. But ultimately, the Washington Mystics just couldn't finish out the game, couldn't close it out. Again, they barely lose in this one. With Alicia Gray leading the charge for this Atlanta Dream team. You had Gray, you had Brianna Jones, Brittany Griner, Jordan Canada, and Ryan Howard, all scoring in double figures. All five of those players are in the starting lineup, and the bench. Yeah, they gave some good minutes. I always like Nas Hillman when she comes in the game. She always brings an impact as well. Nia Coffey did well in this one. And this was the start of Tahina Pao Pao just continuing to make a name for herself over the weekend. We'll talk more about Tahina in just a sec. But yeah, overall, good game by both teams. But ultimately, one team had to win, and it was the Atlanta Dream, who just eked out the dub. Also, guys, we saw the Dallas Wings take down the Connecticut Sun. And fun fact, guys, Paige Bueckers is undefeated at Mohegan Sun Arena. Undefeated. Never lost. In my LeVar Ball voice. Never lost. Paige Bueckers goes back to UConn. Goes back to Connecticut and ends up getting the dub in this one. Again, she is at Mohegan Sun Arena. This is a place that she's played at a lot. A whole lot in Connecticut, right? She's played a lot in Uncasville, and a lot of her fans were out there supporting. And she didn't have as huge of a night that she had the last time she was at Mohegan Sun Arena, when she had, did she have like 30 some points or whatever? Anyway, she didn't go crazy like that, but Paige Bueckers did have 21 big ones in this one, 21 points, 7 assists in that game against Connecticut, where it went down to the wire, but it was just that Connecticut didn't know how to close it out, and they ended up losing by 3 points, where Paige Bueckers and Isaiah James showed up and showed out in that game. It was fun to see Paige go home to Connecticut, and also Isaiah and Sanaya go against each other as competitors instead of teammates. If you all remember, both Isaiah James and Sanaya Rivers were the two stars at NC State. And it was kind of cool to see them interact with each other before the game and whatnot. I saw some videos about it. I wanted to put it in the stream today, but I didn't have enough time. But anyway, that was pretty cool to see. Ultimately, Tina Charles did ball out in this game, but it just wasn't enough as the Dallas Wings got the dub. We also saw the Seattle Storm take down the Las Vegas Aces. The Aces are just, they're still trying to figure stuff out, and they ultimately did end up figuring stuff out on Sunday. But to lead up to that, we did see them lose to the Seattle Storm, where NEKA Agumake is continuing to play beast mode. I'm telling you, NEKA Agumake, it's like she has been reinvigorated this year. It could probably be because of like the players that are around her, but like, she is having a fantastic season, guys. I'm just saying, fantastic season for NEKA Agumake. All right, let's move on to Saturday, where the Phoenix Mercury, as I said earlier, dropped 17 threes against the Chicago Sky, made a WNBA franchise record in terms of threes made in a game. And from a Sky fan perspective, sure, that wasn't good to see. That wasn't good to see at all. But from a sheer basketball perspective, guys, I gotta say, it was very fun watching the Phoenix Mercury play. The Phoenix Mercury is such a well-oiled machine. I just love it. I absolutely love it. This is what happens when, again, good general manager makes some good decisions in the offseason that don't totally make a lot of sense. But on the court, it makes the most sense in the world. We saw a very, very, very balanced Phoenix Mercury in that game where everybody was kind of cooking and making some noise, right? Whether it was Maddie Westbell knocking down a three, whether it was Kalia Copper making some threes, whether it was Monica Cole-Makani, who I just love saying her name. Her name is so great. Who knocked down 2 threes, right? Whether it was Sammy Whitcomb, who went off, guys. It was like Sammy Whitcomb could not miss. Loxa, same thing. Like this team, this Phoenix Mercury team looked amazing. So yes, from a Sky perspective, a Sky fan perspective, sure. Did I dislike the performance that the Sky made? Absolutely. They played like trash. However, and their starters were benched. However, this Phoenix Mercury team is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And even when you have all bench players plus Alyssa Thomas, you're still cooking. Even when you got all bench players plus Satu Sabli, you're still cooking. Like it is fantastic to see this Phoenix Mercury team just rock and roll. And again, questions abound for the Chicago Sky. They looked like trash. The bench got put in early because the starters looked like trash. And, it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. Let's continue on. Let's talk about the Minnesota Lynx, who got the job done and easily took down the LA Sparks. This one was 82-66. Now in this game, the better team won, and the better team is the Minnesota Lynx. We end up seeing Kayla McBride go off from 3, 5 of 7 from the 3-point line. She ultimately finished with 29 points. Right, this is the game that the Minnesota Lynx played without their star player, without Nafisa Collier. She was not playing in that game against the Sparks, but it didn't matter. Didn't matter because you got Kayla McBride and you got Courtney Williams that's going to show up and show out for your team, and that's exactly what both of those players did. Courtney had 18 points in that game. Okay. Let's continue on, guys. Talk about Sunday, where we had several games on at the same time. I was literally watching 3 games at the same time. That was a lot. That was a whole lot to do. But I did it. I did it. Okay. First up, let's talk about the Sky versus the Dream, which was a closer game than I was expecting. I did see a lot more fight for the Chicago Sky. Angel, 19 rebounds for her. And before y'all be like, oh, they were just because she missed the shot. 17 of those 19 rebounds were defensive rebounds. Okay. All right. 10 points for her, 19 points, 4 assists. Again, it could have been more if some of her teammates make some shots, but it is what it is. We saw Ariel Atkins go into more of the retro version of Ariel Atkins, meaning the Ariel Atkins from last year with the Washington Mystics. And so that was good to see from her, to see her be very intentional about trying to score early. She had 29 points in this game. And really, the reason why the Chicago Sky loses is because we have a balance of talent for this Atlanta Dream team, right? Because when you talk about Atlanta, you got to pick your poison. Because Ryan Howard can get to her spots and she can make some shots, right? 22 points for Ryan Howard in yesterday's game, right? And if she wasn't doing it, well, Alicia Gray was knocking down 3 after 3 after 3 after 3 after 3. 5 3-pointers for Alicia Gray. She finished with 19 points. The thing I love about, and also, I didn't even get to the best part. Best part about the Atlanta Dream is their bench, okay? In that game, Naz Hillman comes to the game, instant impact. Tina Pao Pao comes to the game, instant impact. That's the difference, guys. That's the difference. The difference with the Atlanta Dream is that they can have a player like a Tahina Pao Pao come off the bench, knock down, count them, 5 threes in that game. 5. I'm just saying, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about, right? So sure, does the Chicago Sky take care of the basketball? Yes, they do, actually. They only had 9 turnovers in yesterday's game, and which don't quote me on this, but I believe that's the lowest they've had all year. I believe that's the lowest they've had. Only 9 turnovers for the Chicago Sky, and they still lose because where do you go for points? Yeah, Will was knocking down some shots yesterday. She absolutely was. She had 16 points. But who else besides Ariel Atkins and Elizabeth Williams gave you points, right? Angel 10, Camilla 10. You need more from those players, right? Rebecca Allen only 4. 10 for Angel and Rachel Banham. Camilla had 7. Right? You need more from your post players. You need more, okay? And the difference with Atlanta is, yes, you had Ryan and Alicia who went off. Yeah, you had Brianna Jones who's making stuff happen in the post. But you also had Naz Hillman who continues to be impressive off the bench for the Atlanta Dream. And Tahina Pao Pao, the Rook, who knocked down 5 huge three-pointers and finished with 16 points. That's the difference. Carl Semesco has a ton of players that he can just kind of bring in and see what they can do, right? He has lots of players who can knock down the three. Here's the thing, guys. The Atlanta Dream made 15 threes yesterday. 15. You want to know how many three-pointer? They made 15 threes. Made threes, okay? Do you want to know how many threes the Sky attempted? 15. They made 4. The difference in yesterday's game for the Sky, a surprising difference, is usually it's the turnovers that kill them. Yesterday, the turnovers did not kill them. It was their inability to defend on the perimeter. That continues to be an issue for this team, and it will, be an issue for the rest of the season, I would anticipate. Okay? Let's continue on. We got the Wings versus the Mystics, where this was a back and forth battle. We saw Paige Bueckers get the game into overtime with a big time, a 3? Big time 3 at the end of regulation to get it to overtime. And then in overtime, it was pretty stagnant in terms of no one it was kind of stagnant in general until Sonia Citron drains a big time 3-point shot, and boom, the DC squad, watch the Mystics get another dub, hard fought dub, down to the wire dub against the Dallas Wings. And I gotta say, that was a very, very fun game. Unfortunately, guys, I was doing a live stream, but for some reason my laptop just shut down during the live stream, and so I wasn't able to actually do a play-by-play of the last couple of minutes, last couple of regulation minutes as well as overtime for that game. But I tell you, it was very, very, very fun. In that one, we saw Arike Gumbawale, do some of her patented crazy shots. Here's the thing. The thing I like about Arike is the type of player who will miss a layup, get the ball back on that same possession, and go for a 3-point shot and make it. She misses the 2 to get the 3 in the same possession. That is very much Arike. That is very much Arike, which I thought was hilarious. I don't have the clip, but it was very funny. But Arike, 27 points for her, 20 points for Paige Bueckers in this one. And I mean, with the Washington Mystics, we saw Sonia Citron continue to show us why she is one of the top dogs when it comes to these rookies. These rookies are special. There is something different about these rookies. And I'm going to do a special just all about the rookies because I got an argument that may be controversial. This is probably the deepest rookie class ever. Not ever. In a long time in the WNBA. In a long time. Not as the ceiling is pretty high for this team. For this whole rookie class. I think, yeah, sure, there's some busts in there. However, there are some really, really good players, including non-traditional rookies as well. Again, 27 points for Sonia Citron. She had a double-double in this one. When her number was called, she showed up every single time. And you got to love it. You got to love it. Also, fun fact, guys. Fun fact, we did see Kim Mulkey in the building for that game, which was pretty fun. She may be there for an AAU tournament or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, it was cool to see Kim Mulkey in attendance, sitting front row. Kiki Ira-Finn also did her thing in this game as well. 6 assists. I always got to shout out the post players. When the post players got a lot of assists, I got to talk about them, okay? 6 assists for Kiki Ira-Finn. Talking about that facilitator, that's pretty cool to see. 19 points for her as well, 7 rebounds for the rookie. And Shakira Austin continues to do her thing as well. I got to say, guys, I really do think that Aaliyah Edwards needs to get traded. Controversial take. Maybe I'll go through it more in the future, but controversial take for right now. If y'all want to hear more about it, let me know in the comments if y'all want an actual segment about it. But yeah, seriously, I think she needs to get traded. I think she needs to get traded. That's a lot of talent just sitting on your bench. I'm just saying, a lot of talent that other teams will want. I'm just saying. I am just saying. Okay. We also saw the Indiana Fever lose to the Las Vegas Aces. And in that game, hey, it was a tale of 2 halves, right? In the first half, it was very clear that Indiana, hey, it like they was about to have a game. Like they were about to get the dub, and that was about to be it. That was about to be all she wrote. Asia Wilson couldn't hit anything. Guys, I gotta tell you. Asia Wilson, she ended up apologizing after the game was over, but here's the thing. That was one of the worst halves I saw of Asia Wilson in a long time. She couldn't hit anything. She couldn't hit anything really in that first half. I didn't understand what was going on because she was getting to her spots, and you can't say, oh, she was fouled and whatnot, because in that first half I thought there was some pretty good defense played against her. Like I didn't think she was taking bad attempts or getting fouled and those fouls not be called. I think it was just truly her just missing. She was just off in that first half. That entire first half, she was off. Second half, well, all you gotta do is start getting your legs under you, and that's what she started to do in that second quarter, or third quarter, I should say. And Asia just started knocking down shots. Started getting to free throw line, and ultimately she was able to lead her team to victory. Final score 89-81. Asia has a terrible first half, and the second half gets it back together. 24 points for her. Jackie Young was huge in this game. Also, Chelsea Gray was huge in this game as well. Both of them 19 and 18 apiece. And I gotta say, Aaliyah 9, fantastic job, Ricky. Fantastic job. I'm talking about her having the confidence to just dribble down and pull up from three. Hey, the confidence of that rookie was a sight to behold. 11 points for Aaliyah 9. And I tell you, if we can continue to see, Aaliyah 9 make a big impact for this team, I think it's good news. I think it's good news for the Las Vegas Aces. Now for the Indiana Fever. I mean, not great. Not great, right? Not great, right? Here's the thing. It seemed like now I did not listen to the post game presser, so I don't know exactly if this is what Becky Hammon wanted to do. However, it seemed like the strategy was allow Aaliyah to cook, and that's fine. Play tough defense without fouling against Caitlin Clark. And if she wants to keep dumping it down to Aaliyah Boston, who cares? It seemed like that was a strategy because Aaliyah Boston cooked, right? Aaliyah Boston was doing her thing in that game. She was MVP of the Fever was Aaliyah Boston yesterday. She was. Huge impact, right? 26 points for her, double-double, 10 rebounds. She was doing her thing. Absolutely was. But, the strategy, in my opinion, based off of my observation of the game, strategy was like, hey, let her cook. Sure. Let Kelsey Mitchell cook as well. She had 20 points. However, don't let Caitlin go off. And as a result, Caitlin didn't totally go off. Right? Now, of course, she got 19 points. So, of course, she's going to score something. 1 of 10 from the 3, though. 7 of 20 from the field overall. Right? So, of course, she's going to score some points. She has 19 in that game. 10 assists. So, of course, she's going to pass the ball. And largely, a lot of those passes were to Aaliyah Boston. But Caitlin Clark turned over the basketball left and right. Here's the deal. I made a video, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, talking about Caitlin Clark's triple-double when she had 10-plus points, she had 10-plus assists, and she had 10-plus turnovers. And I was saying that the turnover issue for Caitlin is a huge problem. And it's going to eventually cost the Indiana Fever games. 8 turnovers for Caitlin alone in that game, including some costly turnovers in the second half. That's the ball game right there. It's not a big deal if Caitlin has an off shooting night. Not a big deal, right? Not a big deal. And she's going to pass the basketball and get some assists. But the killer that I think she admits as well is the fact that you cannot have so many turnovers, costly, and in some cases, basically back-to-back turnovers. Now, sure, some people love to give the excuse of, it's her teammates' fault. It's her teammates' fault that she has turnovers and whatnot. No, this is on her. Largely. Now, and this is not me hating on her. This is me looking at the game, peeping game, and talking about it. You cannot have that many turnovers as the main person with the basketball, okay? You can't do that. Now, was she the only person turning over the basketball? No. Sasha Howard had 4, right? Kelsey Mitchell and Sydney Colson had a couple. But it starts and ends with your point guard, and that is Caitlin Clark. She got to work on that. She has to take care of the basketball. She has to for a team to have a chance. She has to. And if the Valkyries and the Aces have shown the rest of the league anything, is, hey, pressure Caitlin. Pressure her. And you know exactly the shot she wants to take. You You know that type of three that she wants to take. You know it. And you know she doesn't really have a mid-range. So guard that 3-point line hard. Okay? Guard that 3-point line hard and allow other people to beat you. And the gamble worked. Yeah, Aaliyah Boston cooked, but it didn't matter. Her team got the L. Her team got the L. Okay? All right. And then we also had the New York Liberty, who lost to the Seattle Storm. Again, the New York Liberty are a team that, they got some players out. Sabrina Ionescu did not play in yesterday's game. She does have a neck injury, so she was out. Also, Jonquel Jones was out as well. So you had three starters who were out. And so you had to have Maureen Johannes start. You had to have Rebecca Allen start, right? Niara Sabli started. And at the end of the day, we saw the New York Liberty lose, right? We saw them lose, and we saw them not be able to take care of the basketball, right? Brandon Stewart, 5 turnovers. Sasha Cloud, 6 turnovers. Maureen Johannes, 4 turnovers, right? Like that, not great against a team like a Seattle Storm that continues to have NEKA Agumake play at the top of her game. I'm just saying, NEKA Agumake is playing fantastic. Like, she really is. I think we saw Skylar talk about it at the end of the game, talk about just how great NEKA is, because she's been cooking, right? She's been cooking, and you got Gabby Williams, who's like the one of the greatest two-way players so far this year. Like, she is. Yeah, she's scoring and whatnot, but also defensively, she's doing great. And also, yesterday, double-double for Gabby Williams. Not in rebounds, in assists. 12 points, 10 assists for Gabby Williams. It's always cool to see. And, of course, Skylar's going to be Skylar. 20 points, 6 rebounds for her. Erica Wheeler has a quieter game. Only 9 points for her. But, man, Seattle wants to win. They are hungry. And they're like, okay, y'all don't have 3 of your starters. Okay, we gonna get this. We gonna get the stuff. And they did. They did get the dub. And then finally, we had the Golden State Valkyries, who cooked the Connecticut Sun. Fun things to talk about. A couple of fun things to talk about, guys. In this game, we saw the season debut of Caitlin Chen, who got the most out of her rookie debut, because Caitlin Chen finished with 5 points, 2 of 3 from the field. She got her full WNBA experience by getting her first technical. In her first game ever, she got a tech. And I thought it was kind of funny. I thought it was kind of funny. I'm just saying. I thought it was pretty funny, the fact that Caitlin Chen got a tech. She ended up she hit somebody in the face, I believe. But yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. Anyway, shout out to Caitlin Chen for getting her first minutes as a WNBA player. That was fun to see. She played 21 minutes. And literally, guys, every single time Caitlin Chen checked into the game, it felt like the whole crowd was just like, Caitlin, we love you. Like, truly. Like, man, did y'all hear the crowd? The crowd went up when Caitlin Chen came in the game. Every time she checked in, the fanfare was wild. Okay? I tell you, Golden State loves Caitlin Chen. They love her. They absolutely love her. Guys, we also saw some minutes for Bree Hall. Shout out to Bree Hall. She also made her debut yesterday. She played in 3 minutes, got 3 points, made a 3-point shot. I'm sorry, she didn't make a 3-point shot. She made a basket, and then she made a free throw. There we go. I should say that. So she had 3 points in that one. Ariel Powers ended up getting a couple minutes as well. She's a new signee to this Golden State Valkyries team, and guys, this squad with so many players out. So Susanna Listini is out. Janelle Salon is out. Timmy Fag-Benley is out. Julie Van Loo is out. Right? They're all in Europe right now, and we were able to just see different players come through for this team and make an impact. I mean, of course, Kayla Thornton has been on the tear recently. On a tear. 21 points for her. So that was really good. Tiffany Hayes did her thing as well, and Veronica Burton, same thing. But it was the bench that was making it happen. It was Letitia Amihere. It was Chloe Bibby, who is fun to watch. I'm just saying. I am just saying. I mean, yes, the crowd was cheering for everybody, but it really felt like it was more of a cheer for Caitlin Chen, right? Anyway. That's the stream, guys. That is the stream. Again, thank y'all so much for rocking with me. If y'all could, please make sure to hit that like button. It really does help the channel out a whole lot. Also, if you are listening via the podcast, via the Quita in the Morning podcast, make sure to hit that rate button. Give this podcast a 5-star rating. I don't really have very many people watching or listening on the podcast, so spread the word about the podcast. That really would help a whole lot. Okay. Let's see. Carmela says the Valkyries are who I thought they would be, and I'm happy to see it. Well, hey, you called it, Carmela. I didn't see it, Carmela, at all, but you saw it. So shout out to you, man. Shout out to all the people who called the Golden State Valkyries being as good as they are. They're great. I didn't expect it, but I tell you this, I'm happy to see it. All right, guys, with that being said, that is the stream. Again, thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me. If y'all could, please make sure to hit that like button. It really does help the channel out a whole lot. And subscribe to the channel. This has been Quita in the Morning. My name is Quita. We are in the mornings. And I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Have a good one. If no one has told you, you matter. Let me tell you. You matter. You are important and you are happy. And I'm happy that you are on this earth, guys. I love you. And I will see y'all in the next one. See y'all tomorrow. Till next time, guys. Bye-bye. Uh-oh. Nope. Well, random viewership. In broadcast. Here we go.
Are you ready? Ready, set, go.